You want to know how your perimenopause and menopause symptoms are already protected in the workplace? Give me 2 minutes. I talk a lot, but I'm going to try to compress this. They are already protected. You have rights to not be managed out the door when you're going through these bookend stages of your reproductive life cycle. Now, more on that in a minute. The current state, menopause isn't specifically protected under federal law just yet. Of course, it should have been decades ago. It's only affecting half of the workforce. Actually, it's 20% of the workforce in that cohort of women 40 to 64 roughly who are going through these two final stages of what all women go through if they live long enough, unlike pregnancy. So when the Pregnant Workers Fairness Act finally became law that we've been working toward for 20 years in June 2023, my team and I at our Women's Rights in the Workplace law firm in New York and other stakeholders presented in Congress in July of 2024 a proposal for the Menopause Workers Fairness Act bill, law, based on the Pregnant Workers Fairness Act, because it's the same foundational issues, pregnancy-related medical conditions throughout a woman's. If we didn't make this into something icky, we normalized it, it's so obvious, right? This needs to be. One lawyer's opinion, it's being slow-walked now during this administration. We're working with Congress and the EEOC. They have different priorities right now. But states and cities have been filling in the gap. Rhode Island, first state, June 2025, that made menopause and perimenopause flexible. You're entitled to these reasonable accommodations in your workplace when you're going through these issues, right? No harassment, no retaliation, no backlash, no terminations, and affirmative active accommodation. Same with Philadelphia now. New York on the boards with New Jersey, Connecticut, Virginia, California. There are each year, more and more states and cities continuing, talking about education and insurance coverage and workplace accommodations. It's coming, it's trending, it's about time. In the interim, because your symptoms, when you're going through these stages, are often affecting major life activities like sleeping and thinking, or major bodily functions like your endocrine system, wild fluctuations, those symptoms under the Americans with Disabilities Act Amendments Act require your employer to engage in what's called an interactive process, the needs of the one versus the needs of the many, or a cooperative dialogue leading to a reasonable accommodation analysis where they will have to, unless it's an undue hardship on the business, accommodate you. Plus, by even asking for it, that's protected civil rights activity. So you don't quit and self-exile or get managed out the door for performance issues that may be caused by insomnia or the numerous other symptoms that are natural that attend these transitional periods. As I said, the bookend stages. So not only that, it's affecting women, so it's a sex-based health issue. It's often age-based as well, if you're over 40, which is protected in the United States. So you've got this powerful sex-based, sex-plus intersectional claim that if you're willing to raise the issues, it protects you and entitles you to flexibility from your employer. Any questions? This is women's history unfolding in real time.